On the settings menu, here as well, you'll be able to perform all the settings on your POS system. You will be able to customize your POS system according to your preference and to your business needs. We have system settings. Under system settings, we have site configuration, products settings, sales settings, prefix settings, money and number format settings, weighing scale barcode settings, email settings, and award points settings. Under site configuration, here you'll be able to give the site a name. You'll be able to choose language, default currency, accounting method to be used in your POS. Please note that if you will be doing overselling, it's only average cost that will allow you to do overselling. Default email, default customer, default price group, maintenance mode, theme, RTL support, login captcha, number of days to disable editing, and after that editing can be done. Rows per page, these are the how many rows do you want to be appearing on the page, the purchases page, the sales page, the customers page, the suppliers page. You can set any number that you want. You can also set the date format, time zone, calendar, default warehouses. Please note that on this POS, warehouses are used where you have more than one shop. Now, the many shops are called warehouses. Here, the POS system will require you to pick one shop as the default warehouse. If you also have more than one billing station, you will be required to pick one billing station as the default biller. Or PDF library settings, use code for slang. On the products, you'll be able to enable or disable product tags, disable or enable racks, disable or enable products variants. That is, if you are selling products that has more than one variety, here's where you will be able to enable. If you have products that is only one type, you will disable the product variants. Product expiry, you'll be able to set if you want your products to be showing their product expiry or not. Also, you'll be able to set how you want to be removing the expired products from your stock, that is either manually or automatically. You will be able to set the size of the image that you will be uploading for your products. You'll be able to set the size of your thumbnail size. Also, you will be able to set the watermark if you want the image of your products to always have a watermark. You will either set yes, or if you don't want, you will set no. Also, display warehouse products if you want all warehouses to be displayed, even if they don't have a product, or you want only to display warehouses that has products in them. You will be able to choose your barcode separator, barcode render, and also you'll be able to set if you want to be updating your cost with purchases. On the sales settings, you will be able to set if you want to be having overselling in your shop, your reference format, your order tags, if you want to be showing your order tags, product level discount, product serial, auto detect barcode, products count to fix barcode input, cut item addition method, if you want to add new to or increase item quantity if the item already exists in your customer's cart, default order page focus, invoice QR code, invoice view. On the prefix, you'll be able to set prefix that will be appearing in your reference numbers. The sales prefix, the return sales prefix, payment prefix, purchase payment prefix, delivery prefix, and so forth. On the money and number format, you'll be able to choose the decimals that you want, the quantity of this quantity decimals, and what have you. On the weighing scale barcode, you'll be able to have to set what you want your barcodes to contain. On the award points, you will be able to set how you will be awarding your customers. That is for each amount spent, how many points do you want to award. Also, you will be able to set points to be awarding your staff for the sales they will do. On the POS setting, this is where you'll be able to configure your POS according to your preference and your business needs. You'll be able to set the number of products that you want to be displayed on your POS immediately you open your POS. You'll be able to set your POS PIN code. You'll be able to set your default category for the POS. Since we have set 10 on the POS, and also these being displayed here are the Turkish blouses, because the default category is blouses. You can pick your default category from here. These are the categories that are, these are your categories will be available, and so you'll pick one of the categories to be displayed on your POS. Also be able to set your default biller for your POS if you have more than one paying station, the default customer. Display time on your POS. Here it is yes. On your POS, time will be displayed on the top bar. You can also set on-screen keyboard. You want an on-screen keyboard, product button color, tooltips, rounding. This is where you want your POS to be rounding off your figures to the nearest 0.05, to the nearest 0.5, or to the nearest number integer. Item order, after sale page, display customer details on receipts. You'll also be able to set your POS printing. That is where you'll be printing your receipts from after your sales or cashier finishes the customer's transaction. Also be able to set your custom fields for the receipts, and you have 4 fields to fill. You also have a place where you will be able to set shortcuts that you want your POS to have. We have a shortcut for add item input, add manual item to sell, customer input, add customer, finalize sale, today's sale, close register, and what have you. You can customize them to your preference, or you can just use them as they have been set here. We also have a place where you'll be able to pick your payment gateways that your customers will be using: PayPal Pro, Stripe, or Authorize.net. Once you have input all the details that you want for your POS, you will update your settings. On change logo, here is where you will be able to customize your POS with the different logos that you have. Your site logo, your login logo, and your biller logo, and updates. For the currencies, here is where you'll be able to input all the currencies that you will be using in your business. If you are dealing with euro, Kenyan shillings, dollars, you just add a currency on this side. If there's a currency that you added and you're no longer using, you just delete the currency and will remain with the ones that you are on. On customer groups, this is where you will be able to input categories that you want to group your customers. Either if you have customers who you are selling to, for them to go and distribute. If that is a wholesaler, if you have a customer who is going to resell, just as a retailer, this is where you can add them so that they will enjoy different benefits when and discounts. Because once you add a customer group, you will put a name and then you'll put a group percentage. Now this is where the product discount now will apply. On the price groups, this is where you will set, if you want to have different price groups for your business, this is where you will set it from. You just give it a name and then just add a price group, and that will be all. On categories, this is where you'll be able to input the different categories that are available in your business. Let's say you are a reseller of clothes. You have different categories. You have kids clothes, you have kids dresses, kids trousers, kids shoes. This is where you'll be able to add your category. In case there's a category that you're no longer using, you'll delete category. On the expense categories, this is where you'll be able to input the different categories that you will be inputting your expenses. Let's say you have various expenses, you have rent, you have salaries, you have equipments. Now you can input those expenses into categories. Under units, this is where you'll be able to set the units that you want to be using to be selling your products. Just add a unit, and then if you want to delete, you delete a unit. On the brands, this is where you'll be able to input the brands that you are dealing in your business. Yeah, you just add brand or delete the brand once you're no longer in need of it. On the variants, this is where you will be able to input the different variants of goods that you have, that is products. In case you are dealing with products that comes in different varieties, here is where you will be able to add the variety that your goods are coming in. On tax rates, here's where you'll be able to set your POS according to the taxes that your business is using. Just add tax rates, and you don't want it anymore, you delete tax rates. On warehouses, please note that on this POS, warehouses are used when you have more than one shop. More than one shop are referred to as warehouses on this POS. So in case you have more than one shop, here is where you'll be able to include all your shops in the POS. You just add your warehouse. Just add warehouses. You input all the details of that warehouse, the code of your warehouse, or what the name of that warehouse, the price group that you want that warehouse to be using, phone number, email address, and warehouse map, which is optional. And then you just add a warehouse, and that way all your warehouses will be available on the POS. And email templates, these are some templates that you will be using to send emails to your customers, to your suppliers, or even to your staff. You can customize it according to your preference and to your business. Group permission, this is where you'll be able to group the users of your POS, that is your staff, to the different groups available in your business. You can have a group of sales, group of managers, group of admins, group of cashiers, group of junior sales, and what have you. Once you add a group, this is where you'll be able to also give them the permissions that you want. Let's say we are adding junior sales. Immediately you add the group, it will take you directly to the group permissions. Here's where now you'll be able to the different permissions that you want them to be accessing on the POS. In case you want them to be editing and adding product, you will just click add to be adding product and edit product. You just choose all the permissions that you want to allocate to the people or the staff you will be inputting in that group. And then you just update, and that group will be updated with the details that you've input. And you will have your junior sales there. And now when you're adding stuff to your system, once you pick their group as junior sales, whatever permissions you give the junior sales group is what is the only tasks they will be able to perform. You can also edit your group. You can also change the permissions of your group when you want to add more tasks or delete the permissions that you allocated them in the beginning. Finally, here you have a site logs. This is where you'll be able to see the site logs if there's any product that has been deleted, or especially if there's anything that has been deleted. This is where it will be captured. In case there's something that is missing, you will find it here. That is all on the settings menu. See you on the next video when we'll be looking at the people's menu.